Hey guys, it's
Yep.
Tony3819 here again,
And it's Silvergunner here.
and we are on part 3 of our reaction to an episode from multiple Sonic TV shows. This time, it's an episode from Sonic Boom.
Yep, Sonic Boom, the animated series that also had a video game. People remember the animated series but like to forget about the video game.
Yeah, the video games have a lot of problems, but the show's been actually pretty good. The same they
The good
ended
thing
it.
is, the good thing about the show is, unlike the video game, it didn't have Skrillex as the title music.
Yeah. Music is good when you put effort into it.
They certainly put more effort into TV show than the game. Saying that's interesting because Sonic Boom came after a bit of a hiatus for Sonic after the end of Sonic X, and it really was the end of it. Came at the end at a really, really bad time for Sonic, i.e. a run of bad games. I mean, we had Rise of Lyric, then we had Sonic Lost World, which could have been better.
Fire and Ice.
And of course I had Sonic 2006.
Yeah. People are still modding that game today, trying to make it better.
Until they sort out the controls, that won't happen.
Yeah, the shows definitely needed to be fixed.
You can cut that joke out.
I will. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started on this episode, and who knows, maybe somebody will be turned to ashes.
Right. Ash.
Wow. Oh, I thought he'd act fresh. Well, what do you know, Sephiroth is in this war too. I do not like Amy's voice. She sounds like Minnie Mouse.
This is better than the original Mario's voice.
Yeah. It took me a while to get used to Stitch's voice, but I'm fine with it. Amy's though has been, even from Sonic's Generation, it feels like somebody mutes her voice and speaks the lines for her. It just does not fit her.
Have you never received a letter? Well, most letters I get are either bills or appointments.
Hey, Waterwood? Huh, he wears glasses.
That's my favourite Knuckles scene ever.
He might seem stupid, but oh, who the heck is that?
Hey, it's Bonzi Buddy.
Now, where was I? The awardees will be at the mayor's mansion. You'll dine on elegant food and mingle with elegant guests.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure this Knuckles has his moments where he's mod.
To the winner, which could be you.
Although, as I always say, to take out the world's modest person, send in the biggest idiot. So if you send this Knuckles to take out Ed-Man single-handedly, he just might do it.
This is the honor of a lifetime. Yeah, you might even win a shiny trophy. You love shiny things. I do love shiny things.
You hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid to go? Afraid? No.
So what is your opinion on Stitch here? Is he a good character to probably come back? Start?
Those two guys certainly go to a lot of parties. Not.
Anyways, did you hear my question?
No, I didn't, sorry.
What is your opinion on Stitch as a character?
Good.
And you can be that. Lesson 1, don't discuss garbage. I'm out. Come on, you can do this. Okay, I'll try. Great! A proper lady requires an escort for the gala.
Dad, you can just leave Sonic and his friends alone, you know.
Go away, Bonzi buddy. Not even people on Windows XP liked you.
No.
I don't want to embarrass myself in front of fancy folk.
Fine. But I'm not wearing pants.
You know, along with everybody else, when Stitch was first revealed, I thought she was Marine the Raccoon. She is so alike. It says Marine was from Blaze's world. A parallel version of her is in Sonic's world. So this should be Marine's doppelganger, you could say. Yeah?
You don't stink.
Was that a character from the original Sonic? Was that a character from
I
Saturn
don't
Sonic?
know.
Ladies don't fight. When in doubt, Pinky's out.
That's how my cat drinks milk.
He plays the piano. Okay. I am surprised Amy is okay seeing Sonic dancing with another woman. If this was the Amy from the games, she would be furious.
Mm-hmm.
It's my pleasure to introduce the Lady Sticks and her escorts. It's my pleasure to introduce the Lady Sticks and her escort,
It's a Sonic of Hedgehog.
Go ahead. You can do it. Start with a compliment. What an elegant scent.
Oh, that guy was on the tall boy turned out this was about to hit.
Asparagus crostini.
That is exactly what it's like being at a fancy dinner, by the way.
Red radicchio spread. The hoity-toity stiffs love these tiny nibbles.
That would be me.
Exactly like it's like at a fancy dinner.
Ugh. More like goat cheese and a red crudicchio spread.
My dear chap, what a marvelously comical witticism.
Radicchio spread?
You know, some of these character designs look like they to be from Sonic's Forces. Although since I haven't played that game yet, I could be wrong.
Sonic Forces just makes every DeviantArt OC canon.
OC Cannon. You kinda turned out there for a moment. That guy is awfully familiar.
Yeah, a fat Silver the Hedgehog.
Well, we found his ancestor. Well, what do you know? Knuckles is fitting right in.
But upon closer inspection, it does look asinine.
Oh Lord, this would be me in a nutshell. I will have no idea which one to pick up.
Yeah, so that's it. This is a fancy dinner.
Oh, there's Dr. Edmund.
Oh,
Eggman, how did you
Get nominated? Let's just say I had a loyal base of supporters. Trying to be used for my
Yep, that's Edmund.
that's like Twitter polls.
thank you. I actually just started taking some classes. See that, Shelley? That's how a lady's supposed to. See that, Shelley? That's how a
Did he say sowing?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to announce this year's winner.
Who knows?
Gentlemen, we are ready to announce this year's winner. Leroy, and the awardee goes to Leroy the Turtle. Yes! Yahoo! For one for Leroy. Leroy the Turtle? That award was mine! Something smells fishy here. I have irritable bowel syndrome. If you won't give me the award, I'll take it.
Oh Lord.
Stuffing robot.
He is so petty that he just...
This is like being on
Lord.
Twitter. Big
Let me
polls
guess.
to bots annoying you.
Yeah. And let me guess, the award was a Chaos Emerald. The Chaos Emerald's on, isn't it, so... I do remember a theory on YouTube. Well, somebody felt that the reason Sonic isn't really that fast in Boom is because there's no Chaos Emeralds.
I think Boom really is completely separate from the rest of the series.
It is.
So I think
in
the
the
designers...
comics, the Chaos Emeralds turn on its eyes green and gave him a speed boost.
Didn't know that.
Somebody just saved Neto's life. What?
Leapfrog.
Okay. Pause the video. My mom's calling me. Hold on.
While we're waiting, here's a fun fact. Did you all know that in Sonic Boom they could only afford one voice actor for Sonic Mania and Sonia, so Jaleel White did all three? Which probably explains why they all the songs sound exactly the same no matter which hedgehog was singing it. Another funny thing about Sonic Boom, it was just so low budget, there was so many animation errors, it was hilarious. Sonic Underground is just we cut out, of course. But yeah, Sonic Underground only had one voice actor. I'll say also right now, in between here, that Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric wasn't the worst Sonic game. That dishonour goes to Sonic Heroes. The camera in that game is so bad, it's unplayable. No matter what anyone says, it sucks! You know what also sucks? People who don't like pineapple pizza. And the problem with people who don't like pineapple pizza is that they're also the sort of people who think that Sonic Underground was pretty dire. He went, oh sorry.
What were you talking about?
I was just talking about random stuff into the way your way.
Okay. So
Just for a bit of fun.
okay, so
I'm at 903.
I thought my video had 857.
I'm at
You have it at
903.
903, okay. Get me. Line it up. Okay.
Okay then, let's let our expectations turn to ash.
Sorry about that sudden interruption. My mom needed me.
Leroy, you may have won the awardie, but I think we can all agree that today, I was the real hero.
Yes, but I won the award.
Stay cool. Keep rocking that bow tie.
So I wonder if that total cheated.
Our skin sticks. I guess it isn't always proper to be proper. Just following the old instincts. Think you can teach me how to do that? Sure.
Oh lord.
Ooh.
Fortress of Solitude, is that what I said? Oh wait, it said for $1 million, and he shredded it. The only two characters kept from the video games.
Robotic women who love us for our minds and aren't into looks or money.
Effectively Scratch and Grounder's replacements.
Yeah. The red one first appeared in Unleashed, although he was white and not red. In Sonic Tactics, the little one popped up. And after Sonic Generation, the following still hovering in space, trying to get back. You know, I remember in Sonic Adventure, he had robot maids cleaning the interior.
I can't remember that. It's been a
Yeah,
while
I
since I
do.
played Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, I need to go back and collect all the emblems again. I am not looking forward to doing Bridge missions though. So boring.
Perfect. It's all coming together. When the photographer's assistant arrives, he'll take one look at my lair and exclaim, "You call this a lair? How dare you! Listen, pompous little pipsqueak, I'll crush you like a bug. Not if you want your lair in our magazine. You can't do this to me! Modern Lair brings our readers a contemporary upbeat take on evil. Your idea of evil is totally retro. That's the irony. Your lasers are a ridiculous shade of blue. And would you please rotate that once and burn at 90 degrees before I get sick? Give me a chance! I'll spruce up the place! I'll give you a week. I'm gonna need help from someone with a real feel for color and shape. Definitely gonna have to outsource this one. I know.
My summer-themed seat cushions with floral upholstery that complements each guest's natural coloring are ready. The ice sculpture has melted just enough to hide the carving marks, and I dug a trench around the picnic table and filled it with broken glass. I might have used those.
So Amy actually has a talent for organizing stuff.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
Huh.
Music! Right here. But I thought it would be better if I...
So she's
Tails knows how to party.
Are my grilled pheasants ready?
yeah.
Not now, Amy. I'm busy.
Oh freak God.
Than I expected.
Sticks.
Who dropped him on his head?
My way to make things nice for these guys.
You deserve better. I mean, this table. It should be hanging in a museum.
That villain. Just give me the signal, Amy, and I'll clam him.
Don't let
Huh.
the fact that I can't
She threatened to pretty much kill Eggman.
to destroy you. I just want to hire Amy to redo my lair.
Come on, Amy. You're not buying this. Cool, yeah. Wait, that came out. Don't go with egg breath.
Well, that was easy. Excuse me, that voice doesn't fit Amy at all. Knuckles,
He always has the last word.
did you used to have a pet turkey when you were a kid?
Hmm?
I was talking to Knuckles.
Why? Sorry, old habits are hard to break.
You know, she's lucky this isn't a trap to catch Sonic.
It's great, but I'm not sure about the color. It just doesn't say contemporary upbeat take on
Contemporary upbeat take on evil blue.
You know, if you think about it, seems to
Whoa.
be this world's version of Twilight Spot, though. And wow, those windows.
too much plaid? Maybe a little.
Oh lord.
Do you know what that painting reminds me of?
What?
Well, the portrait reminds me of the one in Street
Oh
Fighter.
god.
The rose petals and laser light show had a certain regal flair, but do we really need that?
Wow, he does not like that pillow.
Hello! What a surprise!
Well, there's a picture of Splinter's Mansion, alright.
the picture Amy got off DeviantArt.
For too much? I can explain. The one to blame, I love it, is me. Well, didn't I?
What? It was my design!
Under my supervision,
And my execution!
with my direction.
I just have one note. A 40-hour work week for the cherubs?
Ow.
Danger up the entryway a little. Might make the cover. I'll be back tomorrow. The photographer.
So now they have to keep the face the same within 24 hours.
Did you hear that? The cover!
Great! Have fun supervising yourself! I'm out of here! Really?
What did you expect? I'm a supervillain. Now, once you're finished dangering up the entryway to my lab, I want to put in an evil screening room. Cheer up! At least I appreciate you, unlike your so-called friends.
Wow. Amy now has to reconsider her friendship.
Burned food just doesn't taste the same without Amy.
Knuckles, you're eating a napkin.
Yeah, I knew that.
Wait, is he eating paper?
Knuckles is right.
What?
Not about the napkin eating, about Amy. We need to make sure she's okay. Is she done yet?
Amy has decided to become my full-time decorator. I'm afraid she doesn't want anything to do with her old friends.
Wow, never thought Amy'd abandon us. She did. Come on, we gotta find a way into this lair.
Ooh, what does that smell?
It's us. Snuck in through a
Oh god.
I was wondering how long it would take for you guys to miss me.
We may have a hard time saying Amy, but well, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So I've been on bloody Elder Scrolls game going through sewer pipes constantly.
Care to do the honors?
Imagine that, a mod, Elder Scrolls 6 Sonic.
Sorry about the door. Oh, and I quit.
No one quits my employ unless I dismantle them first.
It's true.
Did you realize you're gonna rent the place? I like the designs of these bad nets. I honestly want this to come back in another game one day.
Mm-hmm.
You're early.
Apparently.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
You're fired.
Ride the roller coaster. Wait, please, forget the cover. How about a smaller spread? A couple pages? A page! A snapshot buried behind some cleaning product ads.
Would have been nice to see my designs featured in a magazine. Oh well, maybe someday.
I can't guarantee you a magazine spread, but I do know a shack you could redecorate.
Really? I have wanted to fix that place up for years. Oh, Sonic, it'll be amazing!
Just a few things. My coconut husk collection is off limits, too many memories, and no washing, painting, plastering, or cleaning. But other than that, you have total creative freedom.
And that was an episode of Sonic Boom.
Certainly was. So, your opinions?
It was alright. Had a good laughs in there. I wish they would have kept this show going, because I can see a lot of potential in it.
Unfortunately, it was shown on Cartoon Network, and on Cartoon Network, if anything good ever comes on, they cancel it.
Yeah, or it could be that with Steven Universal Adventure Time. Don't air it unless there's a new episode.
In the end, they just do what they either that or they just run into the ground.
Yeah, like Teen Titans Go. They over-kill
I don't know what
that
has
show.
more seasons, that or SpongeBob.
That's because the episodes are shorter.
Yeah. No, to be honest, SpongeBob's actually good in my opinion.
Do what?
SpongeBob is good.
SpongeBob? Well, I watched SpongeBob when I was a kid.
Hmm.
It had one head of a dark days, but it's doing a lot better now.
Yeah. It's got some of the funniest things in animation history in it as well.
Man, there's a lot of creativity.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic Boom, analysing it, I think Sonic Boom's a lot like Adventures. What do you think? In that
Well,
it just doesn't bother with a cohesive continuous storyline and just does one-off episodes.
yeah, it is similar in that regard.
And it has more humour than anything else.
Yeah. Well, compared to the episode we saw of Adventures, both had a story and kept through it without the episodes. And it both paid off.
Mm-hmm. That's been because they just kept the episode to one, kept the story to one episode. It just means you just watch as many as you want and have a good time. You don't have to watch the entire lot to get the hang of the story.
Yeah, but I would like to see Shadow's backstory in this world.
Hmm.
Again, a lot of potential.
Definitely.
Definitely better than the video games of Boom.
Yeah, that was... Put it this way, I think that's the only Sonic game that's probably never ever going to get re-released.
Well, if they do, they might as well just remake it from the ground up.
Well, put it this way, I don't think they'll get the same developer to do it ever again. There's no indication how that game development went. The head developer tried to start a Twitter flame war with me.
Really?
Yeah, I posted a tweet saying I said I call it a Skrillex remake of Sonic Heroes, and he just replied about an hour later arguing with me.
I'm sorry.
Too busy focused on Twitter than actually working on the game. And when it came out, it was an absolute mess and got called the worst Wii U game of all time, I sent a tweet to him saying, "So when are you going to release? So when are you going to fix all the bugs?" I got no answer.
That's good. So, what are your thoughts on Amy's voice?
Honestly, I didn't find any problems with it.
Well, it might be just me, but when I see her talking, it feels like somebody mutes the episode and just voices her lines themselves. It doesn't feel like it's coming from Amy.
So you feel
Yeah,
like maybe
typically
what they've
me.
done, like maybe they've
Do what?
added it as an afterthought.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I like the design, though.
Mm-hmm.
The designs in this aren't really that bad.
Yeah, it could be that sound editing's a bit off. You also may have noticed that joke I made about Bonzi Buddy twice.
Yeah?
That was a bit of spyware software from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah! I remember what you're
So I had to
talking
make
about
that joke.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
That is
But yeah.
old.
But back on the thing. Right, out of all the voice actors, honestly, I can't find a fault with it. All of them sound fine. There's just... To be honest, on Sonic X, I'm not fond of some of the voice actors on there.
Well, those voice actors died a lot better as they went through the video games.
Yeah.
Edmund's voice actor is definitely the best one because he's the only one that didn't sing. Up until the movie, he was Edmund all the time.
Yeah. Then the movie happened with Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Yeah. To be honest, that movie was... Have you seen it?
No, not yet.
It is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Seriously.
Well,
Seriously.
whenever I watched it, I'll eventually know my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's a pretty good actor, but everyone has their bad movies.
Yeah. To be honest, for the Sonic movie, I know this is off topic of the episode, but that has more in common with Adventures than anything else, and I think it's comedy Dr. Robotnik.
Well, it's
you know,
Jim Carrey.
With Saturn Sonic and Sonic Underground, they tried to be too serious.
Well, in Sonic 7am, it was serious. Robotnik pretty much dominated the planet. He had won.
Yeah. Effectively.
And it was good to have a serious Robotnik.
Yeah.
But
I think with Underground they went too serious though, didn't they?
yeah.
Although, to be honest, there's only two things I can remember about Sonic Underground.
What?
Number one, the arrogant the angry fanboys getting into Twitter wars trying to revive it, and number two, the 411.
Well, if fans are bringing back Sonic 7am, they can bring back this so if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
If you change around some of the continuity, both shows should actually be in the same canon. Again, if you change some of the details.
Yeah.
So, back to the episode. It's an idea to have Edmund go to Amy to help redecorate his lair to be on the top of a magazine. Amy having that talent it gives her a character, something she's good at, other than I love Sonic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good to give a character depth.
Definitely.
In this show, she probably still has a crush on Sonic, but it's probably not the main focus.
Yeah.
Again, if this was Amy from the video games, she would have ripped its arms clean off the moment they started dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's more of a focus on giving all the characters their own depth rather than... I mean, when Knuckles' redesign was first announced, everyone hated it, but I think Knuckles is actually rather good in this.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to, but
The thing is, Knuckles
once
is
you
funny.
get used to it, yeah, he has his moments.
Yeah. Rather than be serious in the games, he's more like funny and everything, so... Which I actually prefer, to be honest.
It's fine to take a character and remake him into something new. It keeps the character fresh and something to get invested in. So, I wonder if the Master Emerald is in this show, or in the continuity.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Again, there's a lot of potential that's probably never going to get utilized. And that annoys the heck out of people, me included.
Definitely.
If they ever make a new game for Sonic Boom, I hope they expand the world and the characters. With Fire and Ice, they actually delayed it so they can go and polish it some more. It was still not good, but it was better than the first two. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, just thinking. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about the game. Let's. How about move on to like considering the entire. All the series we've watched. You see, we've watched 5 different series of Sonic. 5 different episodes, each from a different series. Well, apart from this one where we watched 2 episodes back to back due to the short run time. So, when we're considering all that, which do you think is the best and which do you think is the worst?
The one I think is the best.
I'm gonna have to say Sonic Boom.
Well, yeah, probably.
Because basically,
I'm a little biased to Sad AM, but bias isn't really fair to all the different shows. Being fair, Sonic Boom definitely was good. It had the right writing, the right depth. If it kept doing it, it should have become probably the best of all the shows.
To me, at the end of the day, the best one is the one which I'd happily watch again now without a single thought, and that would be Sonic Boom.
Wait, can we say that?
If I was to choose one of them to watch again right now without even thinking, it would be Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's why I say it's the best. So yeah. So your choice is
Sonic Boom.
Great, we agree on that. That was the best of it.
I'm biased to Sonic Sad AM, but Sonic Boom definitely you can get into a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's like not too serious, it's not too dark. It says Sonic at its best.
Yep. Now, as for the worst, I'm gonna throw myself into the firing line and say the absolute
Sonic
worst.
Underground?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's basically what...
At least in terms of the episode we saw.
Put this way, I think that episode, I think Sega saw that song being performed and cancelled it. Cancelled the show when I heard that song.
Again, that show too had the potential there, but they probably didn't do it right.
I will say one thing.
I could be wrong because I don't know enough about the show itself.
I will say something that will shock you a lot, and the rest of the viewers will be shocked as well.
Yes.
The 411 isn't the worst song.
Okay, what is the worst song?
It's in one of the late episodes, but let's just take that to the fact. The 411 is one of the worst things I've ever heard, and that's not the worst song in the series.
Well, I'm dreading that then.
So yeah, Underground's my least favourite because after just seeing it, I just never want to think about it again.
If they go back and remake it now, it probably might actually be good. But who's gonna touch that now?
Exactly. Nobody wants the 411.
You have to put as much effort into the song as you do the story.
Yeah.
Because if the song's going to push the stories forward, it has to push the story forward.
Yeah.
It cannot just be filler. And if it is filler, make it enjoyable.
So yeah,
Okay,
that's
so we both agree Sonic Boom is the best. We both agree Sonic Underground is the worst. So
now the big question is, if they were to make a 6th Sonic animated series, which of the series do you think it should take after?
Well, probably Saturday AM. Because that's a word that's similar to Sonic Boom, but both shows have a lot of potential to them. So I guess going back either Saturday AM or Boom, because there's so much room for potential. They're both similar and different.
I'm going to say Boom or Adventures simply because they did the comedy, the slapstick comedy with Adventures, that worked. Sonic Boom, that worked, huge success, and with the movie, and that worked, huge success. So,
you know, Samurai Sat.
Meanwhile, Saturn Sonic's kind of like mostly forgotten, and Sonic Underground is a nightmare flashback.
Well, I'm creating my Sonic team based off of Saturday AM.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know the cartoon show Samurai Sat?
Barely. I only know one thing about that show, and they made a really bad GameCube game about it. But yeah, go on.
Well, that's a show that was ended over a decade ago, and just a couple of years ago, they finally came back to do one final season to give it the send-off it really needed. So a show can be dead for close to a decade, and you can still go back and just revive it.
Yeah.
So if they ever make the new Sonic Boom game, they could go back to the Sonic Boom show. So that's definitely the most likely one to come back. You know, they had an episode with a robot doppelganger that races Sonic. Though not a doppelganger, it was just a robot made to beat him in the foot race.
Right.
Metal Sonic doesn't appear in this show, does he?
I'm not sure. It appears in the game, but not sure in the show.
So why ain't he in the show? Was he
that's
destroyed? Is he not built yet?
Well, in actual fact, the game was actually a completely different game called Sonic Origins, and it was patched to look like Sonic Boom before being released. Okay,
so it's not the same canon.
Technically, no. The game itself was actually in development for years and years. It was supposed to be finished in time to release at the same time as Sonic Unleashed was. Sonic Unleashed was released first because this Sonic Origins, it was called then, wasn't done. Fast forward about 5.
Okay, I'm sorry for
Fast forward most nearly a decade. Fast forward a few years. Sega wants out of a deal they signed with Nintendo, so they released Sonic Boom. Right, so they get what was Sonic Origins, slapped the Sonic Boom branding on top of it, and launched it as Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. The only reason that game was released was to fulfill a contract with Nintendo.
Tonfrats. The bane of every creator's existence.
Exactly.
I am never making a deadline for my death because I am never keeping to those. With a Tonfrat, your hands are tied. So, things can get worse when you don't want them to be.
At the same time, having deadlines is a good idea, otherwise you end up with Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, that game was... Anyways.
Put it this way, I'd rather play Sonic Unleashed over bloody Duke Nukem Forever.
I like Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
The 360 version, though. the reversing overkilled the warehouse so much, I got sick of it.
That's the thing. The 360 version, which I played, I just got fed up of playing as the werehog for 20 minutes and just gave up.
Well, I like the werehog.
To me,
The
it felt
last
like
time I played Sonic the Hedgehog, I just leveled wanted the first level over and over until I maxed out everything the werehog had. I am not OCD.
Wow, I just didn't like, because it just played to me like it was a really bad Streets of Rage remake.
Well, you don't have to play it once you beat this main story.
Yeah. If they put a level skip into that game, like a cheat or anything, it probably would have got a lot better reception. But yeah.
Anyways, back to these shows. It was fun watching them together.
Yeah, so it was. It's one of those things you just sit down and enjoy with anyone.
Yeah, as long as they don't, get into a flame war with you over it. Well, it sounded like the three Sonic Advance games. They're similar, but they all play differently, and they all have their unique fans. So, the best thing to do is just respect the other's opinion and just enjoy what you enjoy. And if any of you think Sonic Underground is the best of these shows, then okay, enjoy that show as much as you want.
At the end of the day, though, in my opinion, of all 5 we saw, none of them were bad. I don't think any episode.
Just different.
Yeah, they were all. I really enjoy watching every single one of the episodes we watched. We just think that Sonic Underground's the least good of the lot. There's the thing: if we were to go back and do this all again, I would, because I enjoyed every minute of the show.
Me too. It's fun watching them together, and hopefully it was fun listening to us watching them. So if you're still listening to us, thank you for sticking around.
Indeed, thank you for listening to us and for watching along with us.
Yeah. So this is to the people listening. What are your thoughts on these 5 shows, and which one is your favorite and least favorite? Comment and let us know.
Yeah.
Well, this went on enough. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video together.
Indeed. Good night.
Good night, until next time, take care. And if you ever wanted a version of Dr. Edman who's trying to win a picture of a magazine, you might want to go and get some help, because he might have hit in the head like Knuckles did. Can you just imagine Edman teaming up with Knuckles from Sonic Boom? How would that turn out?
About as well as having putting up curtains in Evil Villain's lair.
Thank God he didn't have supervillain friends who ironically came to visit the same day he was doing this. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you next video.
And cut.
And stopping the recording.